Hello! Today I decided to put together the 3D puzzle of the White House. I've already taken the liberty of punching out all of the pieces and sorted them out on the table that I'm working on, but as you can see it lights up, which is super cool. Here's the back just to show you a closer look at the diagram. It doesn't look too difficult. It's at 151 pieces and I'm super excited, so let's give it a go. Okay, so I made it a little bit harder on myself because what I did was punch out all the things and then organize them. But what I probably should have done is like left them inside, because not every piece has the number written on the actual piece. It only has it numbered on the bigger board. So I think in the future, if I ever do model again, I'm going to leave them in the thing until I need it. That way it makes it easier to find things. So what happened was it told me that A6 goes on this side and A4 goes on that side. However, there's a little cutout for these little holes that you put these little guys in, and so it actually goes in like this, so that you're able to use that. So the instructions lied to me, is what happened. So this one, it says, yeah, A6 goes on this one, but in actuality, it does not, unless I'm doing it wrong. Unless I put it in wrong, but I don't think I did. I think it looks right. So, yeah. I was looking for 35 because that's what it wants me to find on this one. Focus. And reason why I couldn't find 35 so fast is because it's backwards. Come on. Yeah. Couldn't tell what it was trying to tell me, so yeah. But I found it. Okay, so I hit a bit of a snag. I'm looking for these two pieces and I see it nowhere at all. I went back and looked in the box and I looked in the other cutouts to see if I had like missed something, but I have literally no idea where those two pieces are. I know that they have to be small enough to fit these holes, and according to this, it's already put together, so very confused. But I hope that I can find at least an alternative so that I can keep going. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna have to stop here. So I hope I find it. Here's what I did / am doing. I couldn't find any pieces that really fit what it's going for. So instead, I just took these really long bolts. I'm hoping they're not too long for what we need, but they fit pretty well in here to just thread it through. And then if I'll have to redo this. But see, I'm actually used to having to improvise with pieces because I have just a unlucky streak when it comes to buying puzzles that are missing pieces. That's just kind of what I deal with on the regular. So yeah, you just kind of have to work with what you got. And when you don't got it, figure it out. So, in theory, oh wait, sorry, I did that wrong. It's supposed to come on afterward. Come on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it's supposed to come up this way first. No. Come up this way first. The other thing is that these pieces are metal and the rest is like this cardboard material, so I am a little worried that it's not going to be able to hold itself up and that I'm going to have an issue with it falling apart, which is, you know, that could very well happen. But I have to see how it all fits in the grand scheme of everything for me to make that judgment call and find something else. Even though I don't really have anything, I probably have to go to like a craft store or like a hardware store and find like smaller bolts that would fit. But for now, I at least, so what I was going for was something that was flat on this side and on this side up here. That way, you know, it wouldn't overlap. Now it's still not really as flat as I would like it to be. You can still definitely tell that this is a bolt, but it's better than what I had before. So yeah, I guess we'll just continue on. So one of the issues that I kind of ran into is that it doesn't go down all the way because of the bolt. So I'm probably just going to glue down the two pieces and clamp it until it, you know, seals itself up a little bit. And that should help me in the next couple of instructions. So I'll be right back. I love that this project said no gluing, no tools, none of this. And yet here I am, here gluing and using tools. I also clamped them just to be safe, and so I'll just keep working on this area, and then hopefully by the time I'm done with the next step, then I'll be ready for the following one and I can take these clamps off. I ended up going to Home Depot just so I could get rid of those longer pieces, and hopefully it turns out okay. We had little nubs. Yay! It took me so long to saw these parts off, and at first I was going to file it, but I don't have a filer and I forgot to pick one up at Home Depot while I was getting the vise. So I feel like it's not pokey or anything. It doesn't really stick out except for this little piece, but you know, I feel like it's gonna get hidden by other parts, and it's more lightweight than I originally thought. So I'm actually not angry at this. Like this actually worked by sheer willpower, so we will continue on. you were supposed to do it on the backward side, which is, this is how I would normally put it. I would put it on this side backwards, so that way when I press it on, it would go like this. But instead I have to do it this way because otherwise it's gonna be backwards on this side. And this is the only piece that you have to do it this way. Everywhere else is the way that I said. So this is backwards. This is where the pieces are. And then you would stick it that way. So so it would fit. This one, you have to put it on frontwards and then paste it on like that. Oh, it's so annoying. Yay, it's done and it looks so good. Oh my goodness, it took me so long to do this, but I really enjoy how detailed everything is. I do wish that the top of the building would stay intact, no matter how much I try to push it into place, it just bounces right back up. So I might have to glue that down later because I really want everything to kind of look the same. And you can definitely tell that it's pushed up. The other thing is this centerpiece. I have no issue turning it to the left, but every time I try to put it back in its place, you can see that it kind of catches onto something. I'm not really sure what exactly, but that's a little annoying too. But you know, there's just little things. I'm pretty impressed with the quality, and the lights really make it pop. As a finished product, I'd probably give this a 8 out of 10. As far as putting this together, though, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It wasn't extremely difficult, but it was frustrating at times. There were missing pieces, the instructions weren't always clear, so I made a few mistakes. Also, the pieces wouldn't always fit together very well. They're pretty flimsy, so it definitely took me longer just to figure out how to carefully put the pieces in without breaking them, because I definitely broke a couple. Overall, it took me roughly 14 hours to complete, with most of that time spent looking for pieces, sawing bolts, and translating the instructions. So I think next time I do one of these models, I won't take all of the pieces apart first, just to make my life easier on the next round. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.